We're gonna talk about the Insurrection Act. As I stated in the last episode, there are 30 incidences in which the Insurrection Act was used. This is, of course, the act which gives the president the power to raise an army against really anybody. And so we are coming up now. As y'all recall, the last time it was George Washington basically putting down some friggin' hillbillies that was all mad because they was taxing their whiskey. This next time, this is a little bit wilder. Of course, anybody familiar with the musical Hamilton knows Aaron Burr is a pretty fucking crazy motherfucker. You know, he like shot fucking Alexander Hamilton, our Treasury Secretary. That was back in the days, like, people are all like, oh, the politics have never been this wild. Like, no, we used to have the fucking vice president shoot people. It definitely has been worse. To continue on the story there, I'm just going to assume that y'all have seen Hamilton and that you're familiar. After shooting, what's his face there, Hamilton, Burr basically goes on to be Jefferson's vice president, but Jefferson is like, hey, this is fucking stupid that, like, the guy who came in second place is the vice president because, like, I ain't working with this motherfucker. He said some hurtful shit about me in the campaign trail. The fuck? So Aaron Burr is foiled again. Turns out maybe Hamilton isn't the source of all of your problems. After leaving office, Aaron Burr, like, heads out west. And basically, remember back then, like, the America kind of just ended at, like, Ohio, somewhere around there. He headed out west, outside of the federal jurisdiction. Now, the facts are, Aaron Burr was out there, hanging out, and collecting guns and weapons. And we don't really know for sure what his intentions were to do with them weapons, but Jefferson sure had this theory. Jefferson, of course, ends up, he uses the Insurrection Act. And this is now the new and improved Insurrection Act, the Insurrection Act of 1807, which is, of course, the law that is still there today that Trump is going to try to use if he does here. Now, the concern was basically that, Burr, remember, this dude had already, like, shot the Treasury Secretary, or the former one. So, he definitely, it was reasonable to believe he would, commit more violence. Basically, and Jefferson was like, yeah, if he's assembling an army, we're putting that shit down right now. Honestly, this reasoning would probably not fly today. We'd have to wait for him to actually, like, start training motherfuckers or something. You see, basically, so what happened was, as soon as Jefferson called up the army to go take care of this shit, well, Burr's supporters scattered pretty quickly when they realized, oh, fuck, they ain't playing. And the conspiracy more or less ended. Which is the real reason why we don't really know for 100% what Burr's intentions were. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, this was probably a good idea. The government acted quickly and early, and instead of some bullshit ongoing terrorism nonsense, we just put it up there at the beginning. We didn't have the term terrorism back then, but here's also, though, why this case actually still matters, is this was the first time, and this is the point of it being the 1807 version, because it allowed Jefferson to act preemptively. Alright? Which is a little messed up, and yeah, I don't know. We might live to regret that precedent. Well, nobody lived to regret that precedent, because they was like, 200 and some odd years ago. Them guys are long dead. So, thanks, fuckers. Oh, hopefully Trump didn't hear this podcast and did not find out that there's precedents for him to preemptively call the army to shut down some bullshit that isn't real.